open and a major employer in the area. Many people from Canaan started working at the factory at a young age and continued to for the remainder of their lives. The factory paid very well and offered many opportunities for its employees, including benefits and the chance to move up within the company.
And then when I turned 16, I got a job at Ethan Allen Factory in Beecher Falls, 90 cents an hour,
Jeez.
which was big money, for me anyway.
Yeah. What was your job there?
They gave me a good job. My first job was out in the yard. They would bring all the lumber out of the dry kiln and put it in the yard, and you had to paint the ends of the boards green. Paint.
Yep.
And these piles of lumber were probably 10, 15 feet high. And the foreman gave me a bucket of paint and a paintbrush and told me he wanted the ends of the boards painted on the front side and on the back side of the load. And then he left. 16 years old, I thought I knew everything. I grabbed that paint and that bucket, I went, worked my way all the way to the top, come all the way down, went to the other side, did the same thing. I had more paint on me than we did on the lumber.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't tell me, you should go to the top and start down.
Yep.
I started at the bottom, I paint and used my feet and hands to climb up. What a mess.
Yeah.
Presently, the company has 310 stores and 21 manufacturing plants across North America. Ethan Allen is currently one of the largest furniture companies in America and generates over $1 billion in sales annually. The Beecher Falls factory specializes in bedroom furniture. The land not only gave the people trees to cut, but also fertile land to grow crops and herd animals.
During World War II, quite a lot of the Canadian farmers would come down and buy up the farms which the Yankee farmers had given up on because they didn't have enough people to make them pay. And the Canadian farmers would come down with large families, and the first thing they would do would be to cut off the pulpwood to pay off the farm.
Yep.
And then they would have all the good old Yankee traits of industry and thrift and make those farms pay. And so for quite a while we had some thrifty looking farms, but that has all declined and changed drastically in our lifetime, since World War II.
We just have one real farm.
Yeah.
One real farm left in the town of Canaan now.
Oh, yes. That's right.
Yeah. And that's Bill Johnson's place down south of Canaan. And he's taken over fields from the line, the Canaan Leamington line, right up to the Canadian line up here. He's taken over the fields, plant corn in.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a big change. All those fields are all corn now.
At one point in Canaan's history, there were dozens of farms, but presently there is a single farm that remains operational. The Johnson Farm is the prize farm in Canaan, generating milk for Cabot of Vermont. Life in Canaan did not always revolve around working in fields and forests. The children of the community presently attend Canaan's K-12 high school. The first Canaan school burned in 1880, and in 1946 the present high school was constructed. The first high school basketball team was in 1915. Over the years, basketball, baseball, and soccer teams from Canaan have successfully competed with other teams in Vermont, New Hampshire, and Quebec. School athletics became a huge part of the community, and Canaan went on to win. Many state championships have been won, and town members take great pride in the accomplishments of their student athletes. Sports remain an integral part of the community, as evidenced by the adult bowling and softball leagues that exist. For over 40 years, Canaan has hosted a major softball tournament the first weekend in August, with over 25 teams from New Hampshire, Vermont, and Quebec participating. This event is a fine example of the can-do positive attitude that exists in the town of Canaan. The town of Canaan has undergone a number of changes. Family farms have disappeared, logging jobs have decreased, and tourism is now one of the major engines that drives the local economy. The Beecher Falls Furniture Factory, a division
Yeah. What makes Canaan Canaan is his question, and I think what makes Canaan Canaan is that we all know each other. Everybody knows everybody, and that's not a bad thing, is it?
No.
It's not only Canaan, it's the area. It's mostly, we think of Canaan, but I don't think Canaan just is the village, it's the whole area. For me anyway. It takes the Norton and Wallace Pond and of course Beach Falls and Wallace Pond are part of Canaan anyway. But it's the whole area that makes Canaan.
And I like to think that people are getting more aware of the fact that everything from, say, Norton to Errol, New Hampshire, and everything from Pittsburgh, New Hampshire to North Stratford, New Hampshire, including the Vermont side of the river, is all really one big neighborhood.
Canaan has 225 years of history and is sure to acquire much more in years to come.